Hello, my name is Branden Bryce. Welcome to the Veggie Gardener. We're going to be talking about mulching today. The purpose in mulching is it does quite a lot. As you can see, I got quite a list. I have a picture just in case you're visual, and if you find this information informative, please like, share, and subscribe. All right, let's get into it. So when we put a mulch layer down on our soil, we're going to be reducing the temperature fluctuations. That will just help the plant not have to experience the stress of high and low temperatures throughout the day cycle. We're going to be reducing erosion from wind and rain, also when you water. When you water or it rains, it splashes soil up onto your plants. Reducing that will not only just reduce your soil going away somehow, but it will also produce it'll also produce a cleaner harvest. It'll reduce the evaporation because the water will have a tougher time evaporating through a layer of mulch. And that, I know it's a bullet point down, but it will also increase your water availability because it's not evaporating. A mulch layer will protect your soil from UV rays. So just like you put on sunscreen, your soil, it'll help protect the soil. And really what we're talking about here is the soil microbes. The top several layers, or top several inches of soil will be mostly affected by the sun's UV rays. And soil microbes help in a lot of ways. They help break down organic matter. They help the soil have water retention, water movement, and air movement, and they just do a lot of things for your plants, your soil as well. And then we're also going to increase our soil structure. Now we haven't talked about soils quite yet, but this term aggregation is really just a term for how your soil particles clump together. And this isn't in any way dealing with compaction. This is more, it gives your soil more variable characteristics, or a variety of characteristics. It will increase your water holding, water and air movement as well. So mulching does quite a lot of things. Okay, so next will be what type of mulch will we use. So let me clean up this board and we'll get into that. Okay, now that we're back, we're going to be talking about mulching types, or types of mulch that you can use. Before we start, a lot of this information is coming from Brian O'Hara's No-Till Intensive Vegetable Culture book. On my garden, I'm going to use grass so we can see what that looks like. On some of the farms that I've helped with or worked on, I've used black plastic. All right, so the pros of black plastic are the general pros that we just went through in the last clip. The cons are that they can overheat, they can reduce water and air movement, and you must pick them up at the end of the year. For a lot of homeowners, they might want to use leaves, and leaves are a good option, but make sure you chop them up very finely, because otherwise they will cause matting, and that will reduce air and water movement. You can also use straw. Now what straw is it's all the cereal grains after they've harvested all the actual seeds. So all you're getting is that woody stalk. So according to Brian O'Hara, I've never used straw, but according to him, straw, if it's just straw mulch, it can reduce your yields. So it's best when it's mixed with other things. Other types of mulch, that is. Wood mulch. Wood mulch is good for trees and shrubs. It's not good for your garden. The reason for that is we haven't gone over how the composting process works and the dynamics between carbon and nitrogen as things decompose. But as wood is high in no, it's not. It's high in carbon. Wood is 400 to 1 carbon-nitrogen ratio. And so as it decomposes, it's going to soak up that nitrogen so it can decompose. And so that's going to cause a lot of nitrogen immobilization, and that's going to take nitrogen away from your plants. So in a vegetable garden, I would not use wood mulch. It's better in a tree or shrub situation. All right, so hay. Hay is, you got two types of hay. You got grass hay and alfalfa hay. Alfalfa is a legume and it's high in nitrogen. Either one though can be used as a mulch. The problems with it are the weed potential. Hay is grown and the seeds aren't taken away from the grass when it is harvested for animal feed. So all those seeds are coming with you, or coming with the hay, and it's going to create a weed seed bank. So that's the problem with hay, is the high weed potential. Grass. Your long clippings, they are going to be high in nitrogen, so that's good. The problem with grass clippings are they drastically reduce in biomass as they dry. So you're probably going to be putting on multiple applications. Now, so one of my sources for all of this is the CSU Extension Vegetable Planting Guide. Yet again, such a great source, written by David Whiting. And what he recommends is apply fresh grass clippings only in thin layers less than ½ an inch and allow to dry between applications. Thick layers will mat and smell. Do not use grass clippings from lawns treated with weed killer or other pesticides. CSU Extension Planting Guide. So again, if you layer grass too thickly, it can mat, reduce water and air movement, and just increase the smelling. We haven't gone over compost, but we'll understand once we go over compost why the smell increases. And all right, anything else? That's quite a lot, isn't it? Okay, our sources. Brian O'Hara's No-Till Intensive Vegetable Culture. CSU Extension Vegetable Planting Guide, written by David Whiting. And we also have, this was mainly for the first clip though, Managing Cover Crops Profitably. And this, again, as I said, it's mostly about cover crops, partly about nutrient cycling. But for this case, this book also touches on conservation tillage. And conservation tillage is when people don't till under the debris, their farm debris in essence, to try and create a 30% cover of their soil because of all those things we just talked about in the last clip. So this is a good source to understand some of that. Our next topic is we're actually going to finally start planting. I'm going to do that this weekend, and then I'll be sending out the videos throughout the week. Our first planting will be arugula, radish, and turnip, all those brassicas that are small. So yes, stick with me and we'll go through that. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good day.